Hello everybody and welcome back to the Flourishful YouTube channel. We've been having a series on data structures and we've been talking about lists. In the past class we talked about the kind of things we can do with lists. We checked out indexing lists, we also checked out changing items in a list, and we also checked out performing basic operations in a list. In this lesson we'll be following on that. We want to learn more about lists. We want to append items to a list. We want to see some fantastic list functions, and we want to delete items from our list. So let's get right to it. To add an item to the list, the stock in shop A, we have eggs, butter, bread, jam, tomatoes. What if we want to add items to that? Say we want to add bacon and broccoli to our shopping list. We do that simply by just calling the variable name for the list, shop A, then we do dot append. We would like to append bacon in there, bacon, and we also want to append broccoli, so we go shop A dot append broccoli. So if we print out our list now, we should find that these two items should be in there. So let's print out our shop A. Okay, list lesson 3. Yeah, so we have broccoli. You have broccoli right there, and we have bacon added to our list. So appending usually puts the items at the end. It always comes at the end of the list. It adds the item at the end of the list. So let's see other fun list functions. For instance, if I would like to know the length of this list I have now, my list should have 7 items. If I want to know the length, I can simply go ahead and print out using the Python method length and use it to check the list of shop A. As you would expect, since there are 7 items in the list now, you should expect that when we print length of shop A to the screen, we should find 7. So let's run that and we'll see. And there you have it, you have 7. How about if we want to sort the list? If you want to sort the list according to alphabetical order, so I go ahead and I go sorted, and then I put in there shop A. Now what you should expect right here is that you should find that shop A will be sorted in alphabetical order. All the items in there will be sorted in alphabetical orders. So there you have it. You have bacon, bread, broccoli that was at the end of the list earlier. We have butter, BBBB. Then we have eggs, jam, and tomatoes, all in alphabetical order. Now let's see this fun function called pop. So if once I print to the screen and I go pop, or rather, let me call shop A. Then I just call pop at the end, as so. And then I go ahead and print out my list. Let's see what is going to happen. Let's see what happens. Now we find that my list is present, but at the end, the value at the end, or the item at the end, is missing, which should be broccoli. Broccoli is missing from our list. So when you call pop, it deletes the last item at the end of the list. Now there's one last fun function I want to use, which is this list. Now let me print to the screen and I call list, and then I put in a string right there. The string I'm putting right there is hello world, hello and world, or rather Let me just hello world and the exclamation. So let me run this and we'll see. Now, when I passed in the string hello world into this Python method list, you will find that each character in the string is a new item in a new list. So to create list from strings, you can use this to do that. That would do it easily for you. So it has converted the string into a list. So let's talk about deleting items in a list. To delete items, there are two things you can do. There are two things you can do. You can go ahead you can go ahead and use the position, or you can actually use the item in the string. So to do that, to delete using position, just call del. This is short for delete. This is short for delete del. We call the list, which is shop A, and we want to delete whatever is at position 1. That should be butter. So once I call that, butter should be out of the list. So let me print the list to the screen now. Print this to the screen. Let me print shop A. You should find that butter is gone. Butter is gone. I don't want to print this. So we find eggs. Our butter is missing. Then followed by bread, jam, and tomatoes. Another way to do that is to do this. Instead of using del, you can use shop A dot remove. Now, what do we want to remove? We want to remove broccoli. Lots of children will agree with me on this. They like to remove broccoli from this list. Please eat your vegetables; they are good for you. And then again, I'll print the list. Yeah, I don't. Since this will pop out, the broccoli from the list, I need to deactivate this part of the code. So that's deactivated. So I'd like to print to the screen now. The shop A. So, or rather, so it won't be confusing. Let me use jam. So let me run that and we'll see. So in the new list we have down here, we have eggs, bread, tomatoes, jam is missing. Then we have bacon and broccoli. There we have it. So those are the fun things we can do with lists. We've covered appending to a list. We've covered fun list functions like finding the length of a list, sorting a list in alphabetical order, popping out items in a list, and converting strings to list. We've also learned about deleting, how you can delete items in a list. So that's all we have for you today. If you have any comments or concerns, please drop them in the comment box below. Otherwise, see you in the next video.